Hello guys and welcome back to episode number 4 of the Saving Sheffield Wednesday career mode here on EAFC 24. We've hit some really good form recently. I think it's 4 wins from the last 4 maybe. And we're looking to keep that going today with a game against Middlesbrough. As mentioned, we were going into this game on some really good form, and despite losing Ugbo in the last episode, there was a really positive feeling around Wednesday at the moment that we could push on to get promotion as we started the game here against Middlesbrough, looking to keep our great run going and keep Leeds in the automatic spot above us under pressure. In a game that really struggled to get going, Middlesbrough would get the first real chance of the game when the ball was somehow we didn't get a good foothold of the ball and we couldn't get it away, and the shot in the end would have to be blocked by Valentin in the area, and it just felt like for the first time in quite a while the game just wasn't going to go in our favour. As the block came in, Beadle looked like he may have had it covered, but who knows, it was on target. Luckily for us, we managed to just about get the corner away though. But then again, we were really poor at the back at times, and yeah, that happened. Real miscommunication at the back. A really poor pass from, I think it was Valentin. Back, he looked like he was trying to play it back to Beadle in the goal. But there was Latela to poke it beyond Beadle. And just like that, our good form came under some real threat as Middlesbrough took the lead. And I think it's maybe the first time since we have started our good run that we have conceded first. So it's really interesting to see how we would react to that. And as has been a common theme every time we concede, another calamity at the back there. Bernard this time losing it. Palmer steps across his man and took him out. There's always going to be a penalty. Probably lucky that for Palmer that he didn't get a red card. I don't think it was an attempt to play the ball, but the double jeopardy will save him this time. And it's a penalty all day, and we've just not been at the races today at all. It's been scrappy in midfield from us, and now Middlesbrough have the chance to go 2 up. Of course they do. Dinked it down the middle, made Beadle look absolutely ridiculous for diving to his right. You can't blame him. Realistically, you can't blame him for either goal. And, well, it's just calamity in this first half and a real uphill struggle for us now as we head towards the back end of the half. You know, you get the sense that we need to make changes at half time. And just to show how little this game was going for us, right on half time, ball through from Bannon to Cadamartri, and he just skied it over the bar. It was over the bar, miles wide, and that was our best chance of the half. It was closer than you thought, in fairness. It wasn't actually over the bar. But, again, just shows wasn't going our way in the first 45 minutes. Rather surprisingly, I didn't actually make those changes at half time. And, in fairness to us, we did come out in the second half fighting. Ball again into Cadamartri. He turned the defender well, but unfortunately his shot was weak and straight at Dieng. But 5 minutes into the second half, we did what took us about 40 minutes, 45 minutes even, in the first half, breaking down their defence. And, you know, it really gave us an opportunity to maybe take that as a chance to get back into the game. And then, on the 60th minute, ball through into Bannon, he underside of the bar. I'd given up at that point, but Masaba hadn't. He fired it beyond Dieng, who was in. He wasn't in the goal at this point. He was still recovering from the Bannon miss. And just like that, we had a lifeline. We had a chance to get back into this game. Brilliant finish as well from Masaba. He anticipated it well. Hit into the ground, gave it a bit of pace. and we were back in the game. Deservedly so, we had been the better team in the second 45 minutes as well. And then 76, 77 minutes even on the clock. Oh, we bottled it. That, when I was actually playing the match, I'm going to be honest, that felt like what many FIFA or EA players would say is a FIFA goal. It just felt like he got through his way too easily. Felt like Beale should have done so much better. But a goal's a goal. You have to accept it. And realistically at this point as well, I think it was time to start accepting that this wasn't our day and that the unbeaten run would finally be coming to an end. And then once again, poor defending, really poor defending. Shot from O'Brien, brilliantly saved in the end by Beadle. Valentin, though, wasn't going to get there, and then he took out Latela. And for the second time today, the Middlesbrough man had won his side a penalty. For the second time today, Force would step forward, but this time he'd hit the post. Finally something to cheer. Mostly ironic cheers, though. But again, defensive lapse, and, well, Hope should have done so much better. Beadle making the save again. Really not being our day. Really poor. And honestly, it was a tough one to take. But, oh well. And just to rub a little bit of salt into the wounds, it was silly, it was reckless. Palmer booked for the penalty in the first half. Flying in, second yellow. Was needless. There was no point in him really doing that. Wasn't going to affect anything in the game. It was already over. We were heading into the final minute of added time. Stupid. The referee, though, had no choice. And adding on to the little injury crisis we've started to get, we would also have a suspension for Liam Palmer. And that was it. That was all that we had time for in that game, and it was annoying, but every unbeaten run has to come to an end eventually. And, well, realistically, all we could do was now recover and move on. It was a really bad day at the office, day to forget at Hillsborough. 3-1 defeat to Middlesbrough, but we move on. And we understood that going into the Birmingham game, we needed to respond after that for the travelling fans. It was really poor from us in the first game. We did not deserve anything from that game, which is exactly what we got. And in this game we did make a few changes as well. Most notably Cameron Dawson was reinstated in goal. I just felt like, despite Beadle not really being at fault for the first few goals, the third goal, he had to do much better with. I just tried a few different players in this game, and we hoped that we could get back to winning ways. And it didn't take long. Literally 2 minutes in, the ball down the wing to Masaba. Masaba cut it across for Volks, who lifted it over the experienced keeper in John Ruddy. He had absolutely no chance. And we had the lead against Birmingham. It was a lead we needed. It was the best way to respond after what was a really disappointing game against Middlesbrough at Hillsborough. Get in there. Will Volks 1-0 after a minute and a half. And just before the 15-minute mark, Volks suffered an injury, adding to our recent woes with injuries, and it's starting to get really frustrating how many injuries we've been suffering. Off he went for Jeff Hendrick, and I'm really frustrated by these injury problems. We seem to get one every match at this point. And, well, eventually we're going to run out of players. But my frustrations would actually be short-lived, as Birmingham were really sloppy defensively here. What was that? Straight to Kadamatri. Gassama turned, ran away, cut back in, and fired a low shot past John Ruddy. Absolutely no chance for him again. And we are 2-0 up. This is the exact response we needed after the disappointment of the game against Middlesbrough. The away fans loving it. What a response this is from us. Brilliant cutback from Gassama there. Gave the keeper absolutely no chance with his shot as well. We deserved, he more than anyone deserves to get on the score sheet. He's been probably our best player when he's been on the pitch in recent games. And again, he proved it with yet another goal to double our advantage here at St Andrews. And again, not taking the warning signs here, Birmingham. Bannon played Masaba through. He ran in on goal, one-on-one with Ruddy. He had a shot from the edge, probably could have taken it for closer. But John Ruddy, great save, can't take anything away from him. He had no chance with the 2 goals. And, the times where he has been able to do something, he's done his job really well. And he's proving their age is just a number. Brilliant save from the veteran goalkeeper. And then Birmingham will finally get a chance in this game as Dembele cut past Ihekwe, who flew into a tackle. He ran through on goal. Bernard couldn't catch him. He dove in, didn't get there. But then the shot from Dembele, he's hit straight at Dawson and Bernard got the chance to clear. No, not really happened then going into the second half. But then breakdown at the back for Wednesday. Stanfield ran through and fired past Dawson, and the hosts were then back into the game. Undeserved. They've really done nothing in this game. They've had one real big chance, which they missed. That was really their only chance thus far. But Birmingham were back into the game. And we just fell asleep there. And we needed to wake back up. Otherwise, we could bottle this. And then we would look to go get that assurance goal. As Masaba was played through, he ran through. Buchanan couldn't catch him, but as Masaba cut back, he then fired a shot, but Ruddy made the save. Oh, I hate the tension of these games when we can't get another goal to pull away. It's horrible. But despite the tension of not getting that assurance goal, we would just about see the game out. Oh, after their first goal back, the equaliser you just felt like it was going to happen in the most EA way possible. We got away with it though. Just about. Gassama's goal, ultimately the winning goal, and we are back to winning ways after a little wobble against Middlesbrough. Thank you very much. And that is how we end today's episode of the Saving Wednesday Career Mode. A victory to cancel out the little wobble against Middlesbrough with a defeat there. However, it is looking good for us, as next up we face Swansea, but that is actually going to be followed by a game against our Yorkshire rivals in Leeds United. We finished today's episode then in 5th. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Peace out.